Hello guys, welcome back to our Laravel application CRUD part 3 step by step. So our last video I have shown you how to create the button registration new button. Then in this video I will show you how to create the table and insert data into your database via the controller, and let's start. So first of all, what we need now, we need to write a table command here. So I will create a table. I will say table. The class will be class. Here will be the class. The class will be table dash bordered. Okay. To be table dash dark. Okay. That will be my class. So let's get down here. Get down here. You write tr. Inside this tr, you write th. Oops. We will make write th. After writing tr, let's write th. After writing tr, let's write th. Okay, let's try and copy this th. Let's copy it. So here we say hashtag. The second one will be first name. Okay, the third one will be last name. Okay, the fourth one will be, you will have gender. The fifth one will be country. The sixth one will be city. The seventh one will be address. So the eighth one will be action. Okay, action for our edit and delete button to be, and after this end of tr, let's add another tr again to be our body content, so it will be td. So let's copy it 8 times. Okay, so here, okay, before writing anything inside here, let's come here and add one for each. For each student it will be like this. For each student as key. Okay, away, let's make it like this. It will be a student. Okay, so after, let's end for each here. If not, we will have error. And for each, so here I will add the curly bracket here. Then inside the curly bracket here, I will add 2 with the key to increase our numbers in our table. So here I will add this thing like this. So I will add student array. It will be like this. Okay, it will be first name. So I open our curly bracket again. I say array student like this. It will be last name. Okay, so inside here in our curly bracket, in another curly bracket here, let's the variable student, it will be and gender. So inside here, let's add another curly bracket here. We type the student here. That will be the country. Okay, so inside here, let's add student again. Let's make the city. We add student again. variable student. So this variable student, we are taking that from here. Okay, so let's make it like address. So that's all. Here will be in the last one, in the last TD, we need to add from the action. The action will be route. Okay, it will be student. It will be students dot destroy. Okay, so after I will create this function in the controller. Okay, so let's add here the method. The method will be post. Okay, as here. So here let's add one button here. The button will be, the class will be, okay, the class will be btn dash danger example. Okay, it should be our, so I will put the delete. Okay, so the type will be submit. Type will be submit. Okay, so after the button, let's add one href tag, and I will add all these functions after in the controller. So here what we need now, we need to, okay, after this I need to add one thing here. That will be the, okay, I need to add one variable student. Okay, it will be student ID. Okay, it will be like this. So here also we will add route, and the route name will be student dot, which one are you gonna write? Show. Okay, let's write here show, and it will be like this. The route name will be the same thing. Okay, student ID. So the next one, and here we need to add class here. Example, you can say btn. Now you can say class equals to btn warning. Okay, so here we say show. So let's add another one again. We say that href, and I will make it like this. I can say route to be student dot edit. Okay, so let's add class here. Class will be btn dash info, our edit. So here will be edit. Okay, so now we have our table. So let's go back to our controller. Inside our create function here, so we will write something like this. Okay, we will write return view. It will be students dot create. Okay, like this. So that's all for this create site here. So let's go back for this. Okay, no, let's go back to the dashboard screen here. Let's type student. Okay, let's type students here like this, and let's see. Okay, So now you see our table here. We have first name, last name, gender, country, city, address, and action. So now what are you gonna work? We're gonna work on this register new student. So I will go back to the code, and inside the create blade here, I will create new blade here. But I want to use this registration, this template. Let me show you. I want to use this template. I want to use this template for my register student. Okay, so I will go. Let's go back to the code. I will go to the outside here, then registration blade. Then I will get inside here. I will copy all and open the create blade and paste it here. So but here I will do some small changes. Okay, I will add some inputs and remove some other stuff that we don't need in our application. Okay, so here what I need, I will change this thing to register student. Okay, to be like this. Okay, register student. So this post will be I will say student.store. Okay, so after I will create this function in the controller. So for right now it is the route, so let's leave it like that. Then let me close this thing so that I can see it clearly. So here I will add first name, and here I will add something here like call MD6. Okay, so that will be, and this one I will change it to call MD8. So okay, the name will be we don't need ID. We don't need this. Okay, so we will change the name to first name. The value, we don't need the value for now, and we don't need the require for now. Okay, so that's all, and we don't need this thing as well, so let's get rid from it. Okay, and here as well we're gonna add call MD, that's 6, and here we're gonna change it to call MD8, and this ID we don't need it. I will remove all this thing here. Okay, and the class we don't need this thing as well, and the name will be last name. Okay, so here as well we're gonna change it to last name. So that is it. So last name, so we don't need this value, and the required as well. I will make all the validation in the controller. So let's take out this thing from here, we don't need it. And yeah, I think it's going smoothly. I think you are understanding what I'm doing here, right? So we can make 6 and remove this thing to be 8. So we don't need this password, and we change this thing to text. Okay, and the class will be from control. We don't need this all requests error button. So the name will be okay. The name will be gender. So we're gonna change here to be gender. Okay, so let's remove all this because we don't need it. So let's confirm. Let's remove it to make it country, and the ID we don't need it. Type will be text, from control is okay. So this one name will be country as well. So we don't need the require, so this will be 8, and here we will add call md6, well, okay. So now what we want, we copy this and paste it down. We need 2, okay. So the other one will be city and the other one will be address. City, so the name will be city here, and here will be address. But the address, I will change the input to text area, okay. So the address will be like this. We don't need this type. Address will be text area, okay. So here will as well, we're gonna make it text area, okay. So that's it. So let's make the width of the area will be like this, okay. Text area height, the height will be 100 pixel, example, okay. So in this button here, we don't need this row, remove it, and we don't need this offset, remove it. And here I will add 1 btn large, okay. So below here I will add 1 href, and here I will make like for route. So inside the file, make students dot index, okay. So this will be returning us to the index back, okay. So let's write here return, and the class will be btn dash large btn warning, okay. btn warning, okay. Yeah, it will be like this. So let's check the code. So we have here the extent of the main header, and here we have the sections here, the container, everything is here, everything is superb, I guess. Okay, we have everything here nice. We have the first name, we have the last name. Let's cross check it back, okay. We have the gender, we have the country, city, address, okay. Here is register, yeah, let me leave this register like that, register, okay. So then this one will be returned. So let's go back to our browser and check this thing whether it will work, yeah. So let's refresh and remove this register and type students, hit enter. Okay, it's coming. Let's be patient. It's coming. Okay, so here is our our dashboard. So now I will click this button to create one new record inside our database and show it inside here, okay. So let's click the create. Whoa, I think I have made a mistake. Okay, here in the store I have made a mistake there, so let's go back to the dashboard. Where is the dashboard? Okay, now let's go back to create. at the form here. So I made a mistake. Students should be like this. Okay, so I made a mistake, so let's click this thing. Let's reload it back. You see, again I have another error in. What's wrong with me? Why I'm typing this thing errors? Cause I'm fucking crazy. Okay, let's reload it back, and this will fix the problem, I guess. Yeah, this is the problem of ours here. So right now you have seen our stuffs here. Now we have all our things here. Okay, so let's go to controller. After creating after creating, oh, forget. I should, inside the store here, let's make our function here, our queries. So I will type student example. I use a request. Request will be first thing our validation. Okay, let's make validate. It will be like this. So let's make it like this. The validate will be like this. Okay, so we need the first name of the field. The first name will be like this. It will be required. So the first name will be required, and the last name as well will be required. And okay, and gender also will be required. Okay, and country also is required. And now the city as well is required. So the names will be the same with our names in our inputs. Okay, so will be required. Okay, let's make the address as well. The address also will be required. Okay, so after from there, let's get down here and type students. We type student column create. Type create. Okay, so here inside here we need like request all. So that's it, and here we need to return the view, return direct back. Okay, here let's try and redirect the route. Let's direct the route to like this. It will be students dot index. Okay, let's try and add with a message. Okay, with flash message, for example, but let's don't show that for now. I will show that later, like this. So these our stuffs here. So let's go back to the browser and get back to create. Okay, let's try and refresh this thing back. Okay, so let's add allergies mate mail Indonesia Jakarta 19. Okay, let's create register. Okay, we have some error. Where is the error? Address required, country is required, gender is required, last name, first name, everything is required. So here is create register all. So let's check here our names. Here we have the last name, first name. Okay, country, city. Oh, you see, here will be address. I made a mistake here because I leave it country, so we have for sure we should have error. Then I will click. So I will add again allergy. No, I will say yeah allergy. You can say Singate. So mail like this. So let's press enter. I think it will be okay. Okay, now we are seeing our record. Boom, you see we have our record now. We have successfully registered our first student into the database. So here we are. So let me change this color to be red, because still now we have this color is not red. Beauty and danger. Beauty and danger. Okay, it will be like this. Okay, you see we have everything here now. So in our next video, in our part 4, I will show you this. So okay, let's just try and continue. I will show you this show. So now let's make this show function here now. Okay, so let's go back to the code and open the show blade, but the show blade is empty here. So what I want now, I will inside this CRUD here, I will try and copy all from here and paste it here, because they are all the same stuff, you know. So I will remove this register button here because I don't need that. Then I don't need this text area anymore. I will remove this text area. I will remove this input. This input will be removed from here. This input, we don't need the inputs. So after this text area, let's try and add value here. I will add one stuff here, like, okay, let's make it like this. Okay, so inside this thing I will add strong. So inside this strong I will add the value of this to be like this. Okay, student, it will be like this. Students like this. Students address. Okay, student address. So we don't need this. Let's copy this, and we don't need this thing. Let's remove it and paste this in here. We make student city. Okay, and here as well we don't need it. We replace this thing. We say country. It's country, and here as well we don't need it. We say gender, and here as well we don't need it. We will say last name. Okay, so here as well we don't need it. We will say first name. Okay, so this is it. So we don't need this form. We don't need this form here. Yeah, we don't need this form. We remove this form from here, and we will say, okay, we write here student profile. Okay, example student profile. Student profile. Okay, so let's go down here. We remove this form from here. Okay, so let's go to the controller, and the controller here, this show here, I will make it like this. It will be like students equals to student equals to student. It will be like this, column. So you say find or fail. Example, this find or fail means if you click this show button, for example, if you click this show button, this student number 1, if you wanna show it this find or fail, so if you click this show, it will show you the student if the student is available, else it will show you an error message. Sorry, this record is not available, or blah blah blah. Okay, let's go back. Find or fail. Okay, so let's add here the ID. That's all. Yeah, that's all. So let's go back. Return view like this. It will be like this. So the return view will be students dot show. Okay, so here we are. Pack the student here, these students. Let's compact it here. Let's compact this student here. This will be like this. So let's refresh. Yeah, it will work fine. You see, we have a student here. We have the student that we have in the dashboard. We have his profile. The student profile is here. The first name Alaji, the last name Singate, gender, country, city, address. So we have everything here now. Fine. So let's go back. Let's go back to the dashboard. So here is the dashboard now. Okay, so here is the dashboard. In this video part 3, we finished our button, our registration button, we finished our show button. So in the part 4 video, I will show you the edit and the delete part. So stay tuned, subscribe and like, share the video if it is helpful. Thank you for your view. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you next time. Thank you.